Well, hello there, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Ladies of College Football, brought to you by the Voice of College Football. I'm your host, Minnie Hunt, and with me is the other host, Dorene
Hello.
Moore. Welcome.
Thank you.
Dorene, I just noticed that you did something to your arm. What'd you do?
Oh, no. You know what? I have what's called a ganglion cyst. I lift weights and I lift it
Oh,
too heavy on my wrist. And
okay.
so it's just keeping it steady so it flattens out. It's almost
Okay.
gone. So there's nothing I can move it around. I just used too many pounds. Wasn't
So,
ready.
one of those preseason injuries that's not going to keep you from game time.
No, ma'am.
That's awesome. I'm glad. You actually have quite a few people here to see you
Really?
already. Yes, to see us.
Hello.
Let's go, Doreen, Richie
Hey,
Dubs,
Rich Dub.
and
My gang.
I happen to know you have an amazing IT guy
Yes, that's my
that
IT
has
guy.
set you up. You have a new background.
Yeah.
Your
Lighting.
beautiful camera. We can see you perfectly.
Thank you.
Yes, so good job, Gunner.
Yay!
Yes. And then Husker Chuck is here from
Hello, Husker Chuck.
from Nebraska fan. He says clever and effective thumbnail mark. Actually, we will take credit for that, won't we?
Mhm. Yes.
That comes from the girls.
Mhm.
And Blue Wolverine's here. Says, hey y'all,
Hey,
welcome.
friend.
So Doreen and I, this is our second episode together.
Mhm.
We have been working all week on content for you guys. I'm here in Las Vegas. That's why my background looks different. I've been, I packed up my daughters on Thursday, and then Friday morning we headed out. We went to Utah. I got pulled over for speeding.
Oh.
I know. That's the worst.
Yikes.
It's still the worst. Even at my age, I'm like, oh, I don't want to take
You
it.
didn't flip your hair and go, but I didn't know.
Well, he was so nice because he did say, where are you ladies headed? Because there's, I have my three daughters and then myself. And I said, well, we're on a girls' trip. We're going to go
Yep.
hiking. And he goes, okay. So, yeah, he just let me off with a warning. I was going
Very
really
good. Very
23
good.
over the speed limit. So, I know.
That
I
is
got to
good.
watch it. I got
Very
to watch it. So, after that, I started using cruise control.
good for you.
And so yeah, then we made our way over to Las Vegas, which I'm excited to be here because now this week it's the Big Ten Media Days, and I can't wait for that. But
Yes.
before, 23 over. I know. Don't get angry with me. I know it's not safe.
She's safe. Well, she's fine. I mean, she got the warning. Yeah.
Yes, they warned me. They reminded me to be, aware of my speed.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just get going, especially on those long drives.
Yes.
So, but before we start talking about the Big Ten Media Days, we want to talk about the SEC Media Days and kind of some things that stood out from that. One of the first things that stood out was the commissioner coming out and talking about how, it's on everybody's mind what the playoffs are going to look like. Are they going to do the automatic bids? And basically he said, this is between, as long as, the Big Ten and the SEC kind of have the power, which it seems like they do. I mean, he wasn't showboaty in that way. But he said, we're just going to have to decide. And if we can't make a decision, it'll just go back to the 12-team playoffs that we had last season, right?
Right.
But the biggest question I felt like was the whether or not the SEC would go to 8 or 9 conference games.
I don't think they want to go to 9.
Okay.
Personally, I don't think they do. I think what they say is, the quote was, "It's harder here." I mean, that's really what they always say. It's harder. They say it's harder here, and they don't think they need that 9th game. So
Right. Well, I wanted to, before I forget, we're going to go ahead and open up the call-in. So you guys are welcome to call in
yes,
with your comments.
please call in.
Yeah, we want to hear your comments. And it's really easy to do. It'll take you through like the browser that we use or the server. It's called Streamlink or StreamYard, excuse me. And then you can just, if you don't want to be on camera, you don't even have to be. Just, don't highlight the video thing. Whatever that means. Okay, I also, look who else is here. I saw your daughter. Speaking
My daughter,
of daughter,
Carrie, or Katie. I was like, I don't know which one. We have got two.
Wait, this is not your daughter.
Oh, it isn't? Okay.
This is Courtney.
Oh, okay, Courtney. Oh, I know who that is. That's John D'Adamo's fiance. Hello, and
Are you serious?
Yes,
oh my
Michigan.
Gosh.
See, I have Michigan friends. Yes. Congratulations, Courtney.
That is so awesome. Congratulations.
Yes, they just got engaged. Yes. They get married.
Okay. Are you guys going to have a wedding during football season? That's the question. Okay. We actually have some people calling in.
Yay!
So we'll go ahead and take West Quad Adam.
Oh, West Quad. Hey.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Look, I am bridging the gap and being impartial here. And I'm not going to be a jerk and say anything bad about your team, even though you know how I feel about this.
I know.
I'm not going to. This is a peaceful call. I'm not going to be a jerk today.
Thank you.
Peace. Thank you.
How are you ladies doing? How's it going? How's the show? How you guys enjoying the show?
Oh, we're enjoying it. I think it's a lot of fun to be able to talk to another woman about college football.
Yes.
And what we find interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here for it. I will join your channel.
Yay!
As soon as I figure out how to. No, I just haven't seen. I didn't see like a link or anything yet, but I'll be here.
Okay, thank you.
As much as I can be. I didn't have any questions or anything. I just wanted to to call and say that I'm here to support.
Thank you.
And I do have one thing to say. We need to stop at 16. 16 is enough.
Yes.
I actually was fine with 8. Like 8 would have been fine with me, but 16 is the absolute max. We don't need to turn this into like college basketball. 16 will suffice.
I agree.
And
I agree.
I'll be back in the chat. I just wanted to say I'm supporting you and go blue. I know I'll give you a go Bucks, boo. But
I love you. Thank you so much.
Those words will never part this mouth again. I just want to say that. But
go blue for you too.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So now we're even.
Yes, we are. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
and
West.
I'll be in the chat, and you guys have fun and keep it up.
Thank you so much, West Quad.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Later.
That's so awesome.
All right, we got one more call in.
Yay! Who is it?
All right. We have Caden, the Diesel Freak. Hello, Caden.
Good evening, ladies. How are we doing this evening?
Well, hello.
We are good.
Well, first of all, I want to apologize to a few of the individuals here. The following individuals deserve this sincere apology from yours truly. Following individuals include Blue Wolverine, Jackson Johnson, and Jeffrey from Only Talk Sports. I have a written statement here. I, Caden the Diesel Freak, the most hated OSU fan on YouTube, here apologize to the following individuals for my language and for the utterly things I've said. Please forgive me, though I got a little bit more guts than I usually do. Sincerely apologizing, Caden the Diesel Freak.
Did you write that down?
I did, actually.
Okay, well, thank you. Did you have a question or about college football or a comment about college football?
I actually just wanted to personally say that this is the last time I'm calling into the Voice of College Football Network. I'm going to be going on I don't know how long month hiatus, but I think it's well deserved, and I've been getting a lot of messages on Twitter that people have been all over my Twitter saying, please go away, you're annoying as hell. I've been getting a lot of comments regarding that. So to the request of Blue Wolverine and and everyone else, I will be gone.
Okay.
Don't know when I'll be back, but if I don't, it's a farewell from me. And John DeMoe, yes, I'm going away for a good while.
Okay.
Well, if anybody
you're
needs me, just find me on Twitter. I'll try to post something or
okay.
something. But
Thank you, Caden.
I just wanted to say adios, and I will see you guys next time or whenever. But I'll be in the cornfields if anybody needs me.
You know where to find us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you guys later.
See ya.
Okay. Well, that was interesting.
Yeah.
We got to sign off from him.
See, I don't know much about it, but
Me
I know.
either.
Yeah,
Poor
we don't.
Kate. Sometimes I actually feel bad for him because I think he's really an excited fan and loves Ohio State.
Mhm.
And obviously he's betting his internal organs if they don't make it to the college football playoffs. And that's a very passionate fan.
That's
Some
kind
people
of
may not like that. So
yeah.
anyways, let's get back to the SEC and what they actually were talking about as far as having the 12 team playoff, and just if there cannot be a consensus that's gonna be what we do going forward. And it's interesting because Tony Petitti, the Big Ten commissioner, is in Las Vegas this week. And of course, he takes the podium first thing Tuesday morning.
Yes,
So
that'll be interesting. That'll be very interesting.
I'm interested to see what he says, because it seems like, I don't know. All of these teams, there's teams in the SEC, there's most of the teams in the Big Ten, they play power conference teams, like outside of their conference. So, I feel like that is as good as playing a conference, right? Team.
Right. No, I agree with you. I think, just like, Ohio State, right off the bat, right now, we're going to play Texas, right?
Yes.
And I think last year we lost to Michigan, but we did beat 2 SEC teams to make it to the Natty. So, and a Big Ten team and the Big Ten champion. So I don't know. It's just weird. I think they should keep it the way it is right now. I think it worked out well.
I think it did.
Yes.
Actually, that's a really good point. It worked out really well.
Yeah.
Of course, it is coming from an Ohio State fan.
True.
That happened to win the national championship.
But we didn't get gold pants. And for us, that is important too. So that is important. I was talking to my husband and my daughter, and they both agreed because I personally don't feel like it lessens the Natty for them, but they did tell me it does because we did not beat Michigan. So there you go. So 2 out of 3. And so I think we need to beat Michigan next year. Even if we don't win a Natty, I think that would be a win for us if we beat Michigan. So
that's the most important thing in Ohio State fans' book right now is to beat Michigan. And it seems like it's always the most important thing for Michigan fans. You all have one of the most storied rivalries.
Yes, we do.
And I think it's because you've been at the top for so long, both teams.
Well, yes. I lived through when we lost to them all the time, like the John Cooper years, and it was just terrible. I remember crying. Our friends, we would be so upset because Michigan beat us, and I didn't like the 80s and the 90s sucked. So when we were winning for all those years after that, we're so happy, and then it came to an end. So unfortunately, 2021.
Well, it opening up the college football playoffs to possibly up to 16, it makes you question whether or not there could be a national championship team that is lingering out there somewhere between the 13th to the 16th team.
Right.
Do you think that that's a possible?
You know what? But I think of that like TCU, right? Remember that when they played in the basketball? Remember that?
Yes.
And same thing with football, but they got beat really bad. But yeah, it's always that is something that I think about, because there might be a team that can be the Cinderella story, right? And and to open it up that way could make that happen. So I understand. I understand that too.
What's interesting is that while the SEC Media Days was going on, of course, the media then puts together a poll who they think is going to be the national championship winners. And it's kind of overwhelming who they chose. Here's the list right here.
Wow.
Look at that. 96 votes for Texas.
Wow.
And Ohio State plays them first.
Yes, that's exciting.
They come to Ohio State, right?
Yes, they do. I like win or lose. It's going to be a great game. So who knows, right? Who knows? All we know is probably the Mannings will be there, right? That's the only 100% sure bet. I think Peyton Manning and and maybe his uncles and his dad, they'll all be there. So I would think so.
I love it. Yeah. That's college football royalty right there. The Mannings.
Yes.
Okay, so Arch Manning is the quarterback for Texas, right?
Yes.
And Steve Sarkisian is the head coach.
Yes.
And he walked out onto the stage this week. Did you know that they played the Texas A&M war song when he walked out?
They did. I did not know.
You didn't realize, but that's what they played.
They did not play.
Like, what is going on here?
That's fun. I did not see that. That's funny. That's funny. It'd be like Ohio State coming on and they play dun 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 dun. dun. I mean, that would be awful.
You got that right. I think that is like I don't know. Could it have been on purpose?
I don't know. Was he mad? Did you?
No, he didn't. He didn't even notice it at first.
Oh, he didn't.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's funny.
I know. I got a good kick out of that too.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But that's just, one of the many things that happen. Of course, these head coaches now, they get up, they take the podium. They're so well versed on what to say and how to say it. And of course, he was no different. Arch Manning coming in as everyone's eyes are on him as the redshirt freshman. Right. But he talks a lot about the rest of the team instead of that. So, and I think that's really important to do that.
I think because it's a team sport. You don't want one person to think they're the star, although he gets all the attention, right? But he needs to let the rest of the team know that, he's nothing without them. And that is true, because you can be a great player, but if you don't have the people around you, that's not going to lead to anything. So,
Right. Yeah. And then, so then Georgia then received 44 points. Of course, Texas, Georgia, and Alabama, they have gone to the playoffs.
I got dog situation here. Dog situation.
You're fine.
Whoa. Here we go.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna remove this. I want to see what does the doggy look like?
Oh, which one? One is Doug is a golden retriever. Here, Belle. Here, Doug. Come here. You want to come up? Come here. You want? Come here. There he goes.
Those are my favorite dogs of all time.
This is Dougie.
Dougie, you're just so big. You don't know how big you are.
Let mommy do her show. Okay. And then here's Bella. Hey, Bella, you want to come here? All right, there we go. Mommy duties. All right.
Precious.
Sorry about that, everybody. That was funny.
I love it.
Thanks.
They can. I mean, he should have his own show. That's what I think.
That's right, Douglas.
What did everyone loves it? Dorene, I love your dogs.
Thank you.
Aw. See?
I show them on Twitter
Dogs
all
are
the
the
time
best.
too.
You do?
I have 3. Yes, German Shepherd who can't come up here because poor guy, he's 12, he's arthritic. Then I have a 4-year-old golden Doug. Have you seen Up? Have you seen the
Yeah.
okay. Remember Doug in that? He loves everybody. Remember, I just met you and I love everybody. That's who we named him after. And then of course Bella, we just got about a month ago. So yes, that's just my life. And then I have this podcast now. And thank you to Minnie for asking me to do this. So never thought I would do this.
You're fantastic. That's why.
Thank you.
That's why. John Stutzman says that he loves your dogs, Dorene.
Thank you, John.
And then the voice of college football, Mark, says, I knew Dorene would tear it up. No pun intended.
That was my dogs. Blame my dogs. Blame my dogs. I didn't do anything.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Garrison, thank you for coming. Garrison has been promoting us as well. So thank you very much for doing that, Garrison. Okay, where were we?
We were talking about the Mannings and Texas and then Georgia.
Yes.
And Alabama. Okay. So yeah.
Georgia, Alabama. So all of them, they've all made it to the college football playoffs. So I mean, this media poll, it's I mean, they just very similar to what they used to do in the 90s. If you read Mark's book, you know, what's it called?
I ordered it. It'll be here tomorrow. Mark, I ordered your book.
It's a good book.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm going to read it. So
I didn't know.
I'll know.
I didn't know because I had only become a college football fan in the last decade. So I had no idea how they came up with national champions prior to this, and that it basically was done on a voting basis. And the votes only you go off of what you know, right?
Right.
The AP poll, and that's basically the teams that you cover. And then the college or the coaches poll are like the teams that you like. So I don't know. These polls are very interesting to me. I don't know if they hold a whole lot of water.
Right.
But I think it does mean that Texas better do something really amazing this year.
Well, I think if they beat us, I think they'll be the national champions. You've heard it right here. Okay, bookmark it. Because I think if they come out and they beat Ohio State and they beat us handily, then I think they're for real. So, because I think we got a good team coming back.
Yes.
Yes. I was gonna say I'll have to tell you about Lincoln Keenholz. I saw him this weekend, and he's big boy. I mean, and he's got an arm. If he doesn't work out at football, he'd be great at baseball because he can bat like he would. He was awesome. He was at the softball. Wow. Yeah, it was great. So he looked really good.
That's awesome. Okay. So let's see here. The next thing we have we talked about the rankings.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's the next thing. Is your notes from the Ryan Day thing. So would you like to go ahead and fill us in? Wait, before you do, I have to tell you.
Yes.
I have a Buckeye, a new Buckeye in my family.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who's that?
Not, although the text that was sent immediately after I got this picture is, why is he not a Husker fan? Mm-hmm. Why is he a Buckeye? It's my nephew. My niece lives right there, and she had her baby. And wait.
Oh, is there a picture? Oh, she was born in Ohio State. Oh,
yeah, Buckeye baby.
State Wexner Center, yeah.
Yep, he's a Buckeye baby. This is Rocky.
Hi, Rocky. Welcome to the world.
He's a week old. So
cute. That is so adorable. Yes, Buckeye for life.
And don't worry, I'll also teach him how to say "Go Big Red."
I know, go Big Red, right? Go Horned Huskers. I can tell you, I can say that. Does they say Horned Huskers or Go Big Red? What do you guys like better?
Either, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Cornhuskers, and I'll tell you why. Cornhuskers is old school.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
old, so that's fine.
You are not. You're only 21. We've established.
Yeah, that's right. 21, always 21, forever 21.
But he's no, I'm okay with him being a Buckeye fan and a Husker fan. He's gonna get both sides of it, I'm sure.
That is true.
So
you can just wear red. Doesn't matter. No matter who's playing.
It doesn't matter as long as you wear red. Who cares?
Yes. All right. So you want me to talk about, well, I know a lot of people watch the Bobby Carpenter show, and he had a show on the 17th of this past week, and Ryan Day had a really good interview because he talked about his off-season purpose, how he said that he loved pouring into the kids, and that, it wasn't just about winning. So he talked about a lot about that. And he did say that there was a favorite book that which I also ordered on Amazon. That'll be here tomorrow. It's called Chop Wood, Carry Water. And he says his favorite chapter of that book was Every Inch Matters, because he said every decision he's telling his players, they all have the book, I guess, and they read it. And they have like a book club kind of thing. And what they do is they talk about it. But Coach Day said that was his favorite one because it says that everything you do, even little by little, it affects your life. He had the example of eating McDonald's. He goes, it's good. It's like a treat. It's good. But if you eat McDonald's every day for years, you're going to have huge problems, right? I mean, you're not going to be healthy. And it's just things like that. He just said, every decision you make really does matter. So I really liked that. And he also said that he listened to the Scotty Scheffler interview this past week about golf, and I think he won. Yeah, he won a championship, right, in golf. And he's like, and he says, he says, this life is, it's not a fulfilling life unless your heart is, your heart has to be in deepest places with relationship with your family, friends, and with your faith. And that's how Ryan Day lives. So I was really proud of that, being my coach, right? Because he's like, he just won a natty, what's next? And he's like, he can't base his life on that, He's glad he has it, but he said it was about the kids and it was about their accomplishments and not his. So that was really cool. But what I thought was really interesting, though, about Ryan Day, am I babbling on?
No, I want to know all of this.
Okay, so I really loved, because I know our fan base is really upset with losing kids because of the NIL. And I was, and I really was glad that he brought this up before the big stage of the Big Ten, because he was saying, when the recruits come in, he says he wants to show them the stadium. He wants to show them when they come to the games, the skull session. He wants them to know that it's tradition. It's not just, the person. You're not passing through here, and if you're just looking for the glory of, having fame, then this is not the place for you. And I loved that. And I think, pretty much saying, I don't want bag chasers. And I know a lot of people don't like that. And I get it. I really do. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he just thinks of a Buckeye as someone who wants to be a legacy here. He wants someone that wants to give something back. And it was interesting because Bobby Carpenter and Anthony Schlegel both said that Ohio State was one of the few programs. I'm not sure if Nebraska does this too, but a lot of their former players come back and they coach, or they, work out, or they just try to recruit for them. And that's not a lot of places don't have that. And I thought that was really, really, really special. And that says a lot about the tradition. But I think the best thing I thought from his interview was the quarterbacks. They're like, they said, Big Ten's coming up. So I'm going to ask you, who do you think is going to be quarterback? And he said, well, the third St. Clair, is that his name? He was saying, well, he's not quite ready yet, but Sane and Keenholz are really back to back. And he said his biggest thing was what critical decisions they would have, whether in 4th and 2, what are they going to do? They're going to get the 3 yards when they're in the red zone. Are they, going to take a sack and then defend, hope the defense is good enough to get them the ball back, things like that. So I thought that was really good. I think he's honest about that. I think Sayin most likely will get the job, but looking at Lincoln this weekend, he wasn't throwing the ball, he wasn't being a quarterback. Right. He is
just his size. You're saying his size.
Yes. Next to Sayin, I'm telling you, Keenholz is big. And he does have, age on him too. So I liked hearing Ryan Day say that, at least giving him a chance. So, but that's pretty much it. I just really loved that he talked about after the Natty, what was the big thing that he was worried about. It was the leadership in the room. But he's like Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs, Jeremiah Smith right now is coming up with Carnell.
He reminded you of the players that actually have been there, that have been making a difference and that are stepping up to become leaders.
Yes. So I was very excited about that. So all in all, I was really happy. And Ryan Day's exactly who I thought, he is. I've met him a couple of times. It wasn't like we had a heart chat or anything, but he really is. He's a great father, great husband, looks like, and a terrific dad. And I think that's really most important. He definitely has faith. So I'm proud to be a Buckeye there.
Yay!
There's my section.
Great. Thank you so much for reporting back on that.
Yeah, I loved it.
Jackson Johnson is here to join us.
Okay.
Hey, Jackson. Welcome.
Hi, Jackson.
Nice meeting you, Dorene. How you doing tonight, Minnie?
Thank you.
I'm good. How are you?
Doing all right. Just spreading the word. That's only 34 days till week 0. 39 days till week 1. 40 days till Auburn, Baylor, Georgia Tech, Colorado. 41 days till week 1 Saturday. 42 days until Notre Dame, Miami, South Carolina, Virginia Tech, and 43 days until the start of the Bill Belichick era between the North Carolina Tar Heels and the TCU Harden Frogs.
Oh,
dang.
Now
your stuff.
That's a game right there. That game, I need to make sure I have it recorded because I gotta watch that game. How do you feel about TCU and North Carolina this year? Any thoughts?
I feel like TCU's shine's kind of worn off from 2022, where they were the team that was the national title finalist, but there's no more Gary Patterson guys in TCU anymore. And this is basically a win now year for Sonny Dykes. And he better get the ball rolling this year, because if he doesn't have him finishing at least in the top 3 in the Big 12, then it's going to get ugly real quick for 2026.
Oh, yeah.
And North Carolina, as for them, I'm feeling like they're a little overhyped at the moment as of right now until further notice. And schedule's really easy this year. But we'll wait and see how things go in Chapel Hill, because, we just got to hear something other than, Bill Belichick and Jordan, because, frankly, I'm a little tired of hearing about it. I'm ready to see some ball at Chapel Hill.
Well, I'm glad that he got hired at Chapel Hill.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm excited to see if he's able to do anything there.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But of course, if you don't want to hear anything about Bill Belichick and Jordan, but want to hear about North Carolina football, check out the magic that you'll see on North Carolina at the Boys College Football Tuesday nights on Tar Heels Live, 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Matthew Miller, I do stand the whole time. I need to stand because it keeps me going. And otherwise I'll just kind of slouch, and you guys don't want to see that anyways. But we have a super chat.
Yay.
I know.
Blue
Wolverine. I know.
He said, yes. Yes.
I missed that.
Bad
Thank
puppy.
you so much. We have 2. So we have another one.
Yay.
Do you want to go ahead and read that one?
GT says, congrats on the new show. Can I get your predictions on which 2 teams will win the big championship this season? Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know. Well, I'll have to say my Buckeyes, because I have to say my Buckeyes, right? And then I don't know. I really don't know. What do you think, Minnie?
Well,
you have 2 that you think would be good?
Yeah.
Nebraska.
You're not going to like it. You're not going to like it.
Oregon? Michigan? Of course. Tell me.
Well, okay. I'm a Penn State fan. Well, not fan. Let's just be clear. I do like Penn State and
they
what
are good.
They have done. I also like Illinois a whole lot.
Oh, yeah.
With all of their returners. But of course, I got to say Nebraska.
Yes, I know. It's the obligation. That's the obligation.
But okay, so can I have a 3-way tie?
No, I was gonna say Penn State. I think, yeah, you're totally right. Totally, yeah. I forgot about Franklin, but yeah, Penn State for sure.
Whoever finishes in the top 4 of the Big Ten
Mm-hmm.
is obviously going to the playoffs. That's the way I look at it. But the Big Ten media days, we'll definitely wait and see what's happening.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. That'll be good. I can't believe, Minnie, are you gonna have any questions to ask? Are you there to ask questions?
I am here to ask questions. Oh boy. I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity as much as I can, of course.
Yeah, Matt Rule, right? Matt Rule, you're gonna go to that one.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
big time for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got another super chat here, actually.
Yeah. There's Jam, my girl, girl. Hey, Jam, love you.
She says, like the show. Hi,
Yes.
Queen friend.
Yes,
That's
she's
so
always
sweet.
in there, and yes, she's a great friend.
Guys, thanks so much for the super chats. That means a lot. Your support means everything to us.
Absolutely.
And if you'd like to see more content like this, just make sure that you like this video and maybe
call
share
us.
And please call.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can talk about anything.
Anything.
Yes.
Dogs. I have 3 dogs also. Just so you know. Mine aren't destroying sets though. Mine are behaved-ish.
Oh my gosh. They're hilarious.
Okay. And then real quick, GMO, whose baby is that? That is my niece's baby.
Aww,
that's who that was. So his name is actually Frederick Martin.
Nice.
Isn't that the cutest? But they call him Rocky already. He has a nickname.
Rocky. Welcome to the world. So sweet.
And last season, I got to go to the Ohio State-Nebraska game there at the Horseshoe.
Mm-hmm.
My sister-in-law actually bought me tickets for my birthday.
How nice.
And so she came and my niece came, and it was my great niece's birthday, her 3rd birthday. So it was a lot of fun, just lots of family and lots of fun. And I mean, the fans at Ohio State were really wonderful. But then I figured out the reason why they were so nice to us is because they didn't feel threatened by us. That didn't make me feel so good.
Well, and also, I thought Rayola did okay, though. I mean,
no, we did fine.
Sure.
Actually,
I was thinking the game was okay. I thought it was okay. Yeah, for sure.
We almost beat you guys.
Yes, I remember. We're scared. Yeah, I know. I was like,
you guys did all right, like that, because that's not believable.
No, and Indiana did the same thing though. They came to the shoe, and it was like, it's just one of those things. I think when everyone goes to the shoe, they give us their best game. I mean, look at Michigan, their worst team in decades, and they beat the Natty team. Now, it happens. It happens.
Well, and that's another thing too, because Buckeyes Live this week.
Thank you, Robert.
Is usually on Wednesday mornings, but not this week. It's going to be on Monday afternoon to start the slate off tomorrow, because like media days, it's always a wild ride. And it's Ohio State Buckeyes Live when you got Bart Rogers, Steve Hellwagon for Buttnuts 247, Tony Girdman, and Kevin Noon from Buckeye Huddle.
Yes, I love him. Kevin Noon's my friend. I mean, like real life friend. So that's awesome.
Oh man, like the other day, it was like a few weeks ago before he officially came back to Buckeyes Live. Like he and I were doing like meme comments where he was doing like the memes and all. Like he is the king of memes. Like I love his stuff. Like but I will tell you, it's always a fun ride. And all I could say is before I head off for the night to go prepare for Monday night, I just got to say, tell your friends, your family, and the cashiers at Publix about the magic of the ladies of college football.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that so much.
Oh, you're welcome. And it's about the magic that Dorene and Minnie bring. All right here at the Voice of College Football. The ladies of college football is basically like a mix of the Powerpuff Girls and the original college football final.
We're not the Powerpuffs, but we'll take that.
Yeah, really.
Thank you so much.
There we go.
Thank you.
And tune in the Corn Nation tomorrow night from Minnie. All right. And Dorene, Corn Nation. Any other shows?
No. This is my
Yes.
first. Yeah, Minnie asked me to see if I was interested, and I was like, I was really not sure. And then my
Good
husband,
co-host, right, guys?
I was gonna say, my husband, my biggest cheerleader, says, Dorene, you got to do this. So I'm glad I did.
You're so good at it,
Thank you.
Dorene.
Thank you.
You are. Thank you, Jackson.
Thank you, Jackson. Nice to meet you.
Stay away from the heat. And it's nice to meet you too, Doreen.
Yes.
I'll be seeing you later, Minnie.
Bye.
Bye.
And thank you, Robert Howard, for the $10 super chat. That means a lot. Thank you so much. He says, love the show. Keep it up, ladies.
Thank you, Robert. Yes.
We will. Okay, there's actually a lot of chat in the chat about somebody mentioned something a while ago. And who was it? Jam OSU, I think it was the first person to mention nobody plays double elimination in football. Now that's a concept that I actually love.
Yeah. Double elimination.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would be. Huh.
You would have to beat the best teams twice or back to back, I assume, right?
Yes. Like Oregon, they didn't do that.
Oh, that's true.
They beat us because they did something funky at the end, and then we got them back in the Rose Bowl. So sorry if there are any Oregon Ducks out there. No hate, that was just what happened.
Yeah, but I love the idea of that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that. I mean, maybe I should mention that to Tony Petiti when I raise my hand on Tuesday morning.
You have their ear, Minnie. You got to tell them what's up.
What about double elimination? How do we feel about that for the college football playoffs?
Yeah. Okay. Do it, Minnie. Do it. I'm going to try to listen.
Okay. Matthew Miller says, I have Texas versus Bama for the SEC championship. Okay.
Yep. I could see that.
For sure. And then Rod Farva says, against OSU, Illinois, SMU, and Notre Dame, Drew Aller threw for under 150 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions.
Oh, no. Is Chris Drew in here? He's going to have something to say about that. Because Chris Drew, he loves Drew Aller. So, oh my God.
There's a lot of Drew Aller haters, I've noticed.
I know, I like him, but yes, he has not won the big game. Until he wins a big game, just like Franklin, he's not going to get the love or the respect. So, if it's not Ohio State and not Nebraska, then I would like PSU to be a champion. You would like who? Penn State. I was like, if for any reason we get knocked out, you get knocked out, I get knocked out, I think Penn State. Yes. Oh. That would be the next one. That's who Dorene votes for. Yes. I like that. But for us, yes. But for not you, not Nebraska, not Ohio State, for some reason we won't win, then I will root for Penn State. Only, but not November 1st because they're at the shoe. I'd still want to beat. I want to beat them. Do you guys play Penn State? I don't think you do. We do. We play Penn State in November, and ours is the 1st, so you guys will do it after us. Yeah. Yeah. So this is going to be a big game for us. Yes. It's going to be playing there. Mm-hmm. And Jim Knowles coming back to the shoe. Oh, I hope they don't boo him. Please don't boo him. Please. They did that with Alford. He went to Michigan. But I hope he will, who knows? I'll just keep my mouth shut on that. But I don't dislike anybody. I don't dislike anybody. So it is what it is. Tony's here and he says, Minnie asked Bert if he lost any weight. I don't know if I'm allowed to ask about weight questions. Brett Bielema is the head coach of Illinois. No. Well, if he's really skinny, ask him if he was on Ozempic. Did you take the shot? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's funny. How'd you lose all the weight? Yeah, really. Well, that'd be like asking Matt Patricia, how'd you lose all that weight? And I did meet him and I didn't ask him. Okay. That'd be rude. You look so much smaller in person. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. That is funny. Okay. Tony wants me to ask Luke Fickle if he thinks he will ever beat the Gophers again. He has an uphill battle this year. Yes. Wisconsin does not. Did you know Wisconsin has the
hardest schedule in the Big Ten?
I did not know that.
They do.
And they just gave him didn't they just give him an extension too?
Yeah, they did. They gave in the spring, they gave him a 6-year extension.
I like Luke Fickell though.
You do?
Yeah, he's a Buckeye. He used to be my neighbor. No, actually not my neighbor, but yeah, he lived in the area when he was coaching here. So,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
I love all these, like, we should have like a chalkboard, one of those like bulletin boards out, and how everything is connected to Ohio State and how everything's connected to Nebraska.
You didn't know that, Luke Fickell? Luke Fickell was, he was a head coach for a hot minute. And then after Urban Meyer thing, I think, is that right? Okay. And then he went to Cincinnati and he made them a very good team. And then he went to Wisconsin and now he's not doing very well. So,
yeah. Okay. Mark is asking a question. He said, somebody please define big game. Big game.
Go ahead, Minnie. You go.
I mean, do you think? Every game should be considered a big game, right?
I know. Come on. When Ohio State plays Akron, that is not a big game. I'm sorry.
Okay, this is part of the problem.
Yeah.
Right? This is what we're complaining the SEC is doing, not playing 9 conference games.
Mm-hmm.
But, when you play those easier games, we're playing Akron too, by the way.
Yes.
When do you guys play them?
No, we played them last year. We usually play, like this year we're playing OU, the Ohio State Bobcats. And that's the night game. People are so upset. It's like, it's going to be on BTN, right? So that's our night game. So we have the first game is Texas at noon. Second game is Grambling, and that's at 3:30. And the night game is OU, Ohio State Bobcats, at night, 7 p.m. Woohoo.
Oh. CLE Mike actually has a good explanation for what a big game is. He says the ranked games, when you're playing a ranked opponent, and rivalry games are big games.
Very good. He's the voice of college football too.
Is he really?
Yes. He does the what is that? The best dang podcast in the land. Yes. It's on Wednesdays at 7:30. And it's Garrison. Yeah, they're Ohio State. And then Garrison does an Ohio State.
We're being taken over by Ohio State.
You kind of
this is what it feels like right now.
Ohio State. Yes.
Okay. Somebody else. Do we have any other teams? Any other teams out there?
Nebraska, get in here, right? Nebraska. Or because we want to be a college. Yes, we are fans of certain teams, but we want to talk all college. So
yes, absolutely.
We want everyone to feel welcome here. There's nobody that's not welcome.
Pitt Snipe Husker says, gotta have some respect for the Ohio University Fighting Frankies. Come on now. That's where Frank Solich coached, right?
Oh, really? I don't know. I don't even know that. All I know is that their marching band is very good.
Their marching band is really good?
It is. They are very good, and they might do a collab with Ohio State with our best damn band in the land this year.
And the reason that this is not a diss. This is actually not a diss from Dorene, because her daughter was in the marching band at Ohio State. Yes. So it doesn't sound like a compliment, I know, but it actually is a compliment coming from Dorene.
It is a compliment. They are very good. I think they're called the Marching 180 or something like that. And they're known. But I think Grambling, the one we're playing the second week, I've heard they have a very good band. So that'll be very interesting.
Oh.
So we'll see. So I'm open to it.
We don't go for just the bands, though.
I know. I did, though. Band mom. I went to every home game since 2019 because I was a band mom.
And now you're a red coat.
I'm a red coat, and I'm going to be customer service. And it's kind of like an usher, but they actually separate them. I don't know why, because ushers only work the stadium. And I don't just work the stadium. I work everywhere else outside of it. So
if I go to Ohio State, if I go to the Horseshoe, I can just come to see you and get an upgraded ticket.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I can't do that, but you can come see me at Skull Session though, because you're hopefully if your band comes, then your band might be there. So you never know.
Never know.
You have to come see me though, for sure, if you're in Columbus.
Okay. Well, it's interesting. We were talking a little bit before this one of the first topics that we were talking about was that Lane Kiffin said earlier this week that his mentor, Nick Saban, might come out of retirement for coaching, right? And in that interview, I mean, it just seems like everything gets blown out of proportion. Lane Kiffin is great. I love him to pieces. I actually wouldn't have minded him coming to Nebraska to be the head coach. I'm glad we got Matt Rule. He fits Nebraska better.
He is good. He is a good coach for sure.
But it just, it's interesting. Oh, I didn't know that. Did you know that? That Nick Saban went to Kent State?
I did not know that.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Because Saban was a Buckeye too. Did you know that? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I do remember that.
Yes. He's been everywhere.
Yeah.
Kent State. Wow. I went to cheerleading camp there. In high school, I went to cheerleading camp at Kent State.
I want to say, isn't that where Mark went to college?
I don't know. Mark Rogers? I don't know. If you're listening, Mark, did you go to Kent State? I don't know.
I think he did. Yeah.
I don't know.
He has something in common with Nick Saban.
Very cool.
Okay, so the thing is we were saying how things are connected in college football. I love this. There's, Lane Kiffin's dad was a Husker.
Yes.
And he was actually born in Lincoln, Nebraska. So he has the ties to Lincoln, Nebraska. It would be wonderful if that happened one day. But he was talking about his ex, head coach and mentor Nick Saban coming out of retirement. Now everyone's like, oh, is he coming out of retirement? What's going on? He's not.
He does not want to do the NIL. He doesn't want. He wants to enjoy life with his wife and do the ESPN thing, which is fun. He looks like he's having fun.
Oh yeah. But he's also involved in college football.
What?
You knew it,
Mark. You're not a 6th grade dropout. You quit. You're lying.
So I was going to say, the thing with Nick Saban is he seems to be really involved in more of, getting the government involved, right? He's going to Washington and talking about, but you, right before we got on, you shared with me a very interesting fact that I didn't know.
Oh, about Terrell Pryor?
Talking about the NIL and how that actually originated. Isn't that what you were talking about?
Well, I know you. Oh, yeah, Chris Spielman. Yes. Chris Spielman actually had a lawsuit against Ohio State and Learfield, who actually still works for Ohio State right now. And he sued them for image and likeness. I think Chris Carter did too. I mean, a bunch of the big names from way back when, like the Earl Bruce years, actually went in on a lawsuit. And I think they settled with them. But what ended up happening is through the years, it seems like Ohio State kind of distanced themselves from Chris Spielman. And I was talking to you that it's a shame because Stephanie Spielman, rest her soul, she died of breast cancer. And they named the breast cancer hospital after her, the Stephanie Spielman Breast Cancer Hospital. And they used to, always use, he would always come back to the shoe and they would always do a special about Stephanie Spielman. And they stopped doing that after that lawsuit. So, yes. So he really started getting the ball rolling about the NIL stuff way back when. I think that's a while ago. Because if you think about it, if you look, within the last 5 or 6 years, they don't talk about Chris Spielman. He was a very, very good, great Buckeye player. So it's a shame, but that's what I know Learfield is a big, sponsor for Ohio State. So
I love that.
Yes.
Well, we're talking about him. So
yes. And he is a great guy. I read his book. He says it's beyond something called, I forget what it was called. I have it. But he talked about how he left the NFL to nurse his, to his wife through her cancer battle. And unfortunately, she passed at, I think, 42. But I mean, like she was 42 when she passed away. But But he's
Right.
remarried and stuff. He seems to have rebuilt his life. And his daughter just got married. I just saw it on Instagram. And that she just got married. So I'm so happy.
That's
Anyway,
so
yeah. So I'm very happy. They are, that's really hard to lose a parent like that. And so it seems
Yeah,
like his kids
this
are
is what you're talking about, right? What Rod Farva mentioned?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Dorene
And
wasn't there drama? What does he say?
with the
With
school
the
and the
school and
Buckeye Cruise for Cancer with his likeness, yes. But I don't know if people saw the headline. I just saw it. It came out 2 days ago. Yes, Mark, he is. I love Chris Spielman too. But Terrell Pryor, his lawsuit was dismissed. He was suing Ohio State, the NCAA,
Yes.
for back pay, so to speak, and he was dismissed. And I feel bad for him because people like Maurice Claret, like good example. Yesterday I was at the Cardale Jones softball tournament for the Buckeyes, and he had current Buckeyes like who was there? Thurman. What's his name? That's terrible. Luke Montgomery was there. What is Thurman's first name? It's terrible. I'm terrible. But anyway, there were a bunch of Caden Curry was there.
Okay.
And Lincoln Keenholz. And also Boom Heron. Jelani, thank you. Jelani Thurman.
Rod.
And then Boom Heron was there. And he and Maurice Claret, right? Could you imagine? Yeah. I could not imagine years ago they would be coming back to Ohio State. Not only that, but they're welcomed back into the fold as a Buckeye. Here's Boom Heron, who actually left with Terrell Pryor during that time period. And then Claret, we all know about Maurice Claret and, his deal. And he's had redemption. And it's a shame that Terrell Pryor can't come back because he had this ongoing lawsuit with Ohio State. So I'm hoping eventually he can. Trussell maybe can do some work to make that bridge mend, because I really think Terrell Pryor should be welcomed back. So that's my opinion.
Nebraska Rascal, hi Scott. He says the judge ruled that the lawsuit was filed outside the statute of limitations for antitrust claims and that Ohio State had sovereign immunity.
That's a bummer. Yeah. I feel for him, but all for tattoos, isn't that sad?
I know. I cannot believe that.
I know, not
this
crazy.
Very day. Mark is the one who told me about that.
Yeah,
that they traded their trophies, right, from the national championship.
Well, they didn't have a national championship. They had a lot of gold pants.
Gold pants?
Yeah, the gold pants from Michigan. Like they get gold pants if
Okay.
they win Michigan game. And he had them because he won. Oh. And he sold them. He kind of traded them off for a tattoo guy. Here, can you get me a tattoo? I'll give you one of my gold pants. Well, they found out about it. And I guess the tattoo parlor also had something to do with drugs. I forget. It was like an undercover thing, but they found out that's what happened. And what happened was Coach Trussell was he wasn't honest. He actually did not tell the truth. And that's why he got fired too. So he was protecting his players.
I don't know this.
Who was the first high school football player to be on a Wheaties box? Was it Chris Spielman? I don't know.
Might be.
I know. Is it Chris Spielman, Mark?
I know. Check this out. Micah, 6'8" OSU. Dorene bringing the high energy and cool vibe. She's amazing.
Oh, thank you, Micah. Appreciate it.
Okay, so yeah. That's a lot. What we just covered, but there's one other thing that was not on the notes that I remembered that I wanted to just quickly talk about.
Sure.
Do last week we talked about Deion Sanders and how, he was talking about when he was up there, giving his speech at Big 12 Media Days, how he went from one thing to another. And one of the things was he wants all the uniforms to be uniform. Okay.
Right.
All the players' uniforms to be uniform. He wants that because he feels it's disrespectful to the sport. The other thing was he's again talking about how there should be a cap for players. And it was interesting. I think that is one of the best ideas there is, to put a cap on NIL. right?
I
I don't
agree.
know how you would go about doing that, but you know, they've been able to say, okay, here's this money we're allotting you, the
Mhm.
20.5 million per Big Ten school. Disperse it how you will, but that's all you get, right? You can't
Right.
spend over that. Now with the NIL, it's like it's just free market,
Yeah.
and that makes it very kind of sticky. And a
Mhm.
lot of coaches want it to be more like the NFL, where there are caps, right?
Mhm.
But it just seems like this is never going to happen. It's college football, and it's kind of like a free for all. And in fact, Urban Meyer was on. I think he does a show called the something 3.
Yeah, I know. He has his own show. Yeah. We're with the
And I
other
like
people.
that.
Yeah.
I like that show. And he said it'll never happen. He just basically called out Deion Sanders and said, nope, never going to happen.
Mhm.
So, you know, keep
Well,
dreaming.
the thing is, because if that does happen, what is the divider between NFL and college football? You see what I'm saying? Because they would have to be employees of the college, and then they would actually be it just muddies up the water between being professional athletes versus collegiate athletes, because it's kind of muddied right now, I think.
Right.
Because you're getting paid, but you're not getting paid by the university yet, you know?
Right.
And so once they're paid by the university, well, then you're an employee. So.
And Mark brings up a good point that the NFL does not have a cap on endorsements. That's correct. But
Right.
the way that NIL has been structured, it's pay for play. So
Yes.
that has got to get straightened out. And maybe, you know, with all these things going forward, it will. But
Mhm. Well, we'll have to see. This is very early on. I just hope that it doesn't go the way of NFL, because if that's the case, then it's just, it's no longer a collegiate sport. I don't know how you can keep it a collegiate sport. So
The Bull Will Win says telling billionaires where and how they can spend their money.
they won't care.
They won't care. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That is true. So we'll see. I was like, at the end of the day, it's like, I miss the way it was, but I understand why it has to change, because it's not fair that everyone's making money and then the football players are eating macaroni and cheese and hoping that they can afford their next meal.
Well,
That's
I agree.
not right.
We don't want that.
No, we don't.
Especially with these players who give up their career because of an injury, right?
Yes. Yes.
That's not right.
That isn't either.
So it needed to happen. We all agree.
Yes.
That needed to happen. It's just going forward, how do you make it fair for everybody? Or does it need to be fair?
Yes, it has to be, I think, an open, like at least a base salary. Maybe that's it, to keep things.
Well, I think that's what this revenue sharing is supposed to be.
Yes, like everyone gets paid this amount, but let's say someone like, on my team, Jeremiah Smith, well, he can get the Adidas deal, he can get, the whatever Abercrombie, whatever, whatever's the latest, or whatever the latest and greatest is for people his age, and he can get it that way, and that's a separate business. So yeah, I agree.
The Bull Will Win again says, who needs mac and cheese when you have a Lambo?
That's true.
You could have it stolen down in Miami a couple times.
Really? I like one pot mac and cheese. I like mac and cheese. I'll have my carbs every now and then. The one pot mac and cheese I make is awesome. So.
Oh, I bet you're a good cook.
Yeah, okay. Well, I wouldn't say that, but yeah.
Well, Dorene, I think we did it. We did an hour. Yay. And we could keep going, but we don't want to keep these people all night. We want to keep it around an hour.
And thank you, Minnie, for again inviting me to join you. And I appreciate you, and I am very, very grateful for you inviting me.
You are the sweetest, kindest, and most energetic and fun person. I'm so glad that you were open to this show, and that you bring so much energy. So many people know you and are here to see you, and it's great. I can't wait to see what we do together.
Well, you have fun with the Big Ten Media with Mark, okay?
Oh, Mark's not going to be here.
Oh, he's not?
I know. I'm flying solo.
Oh, well, you bring the juice then, okay? Next
I
week,
will.
Sunday, it's going to be all Minnie, and I'm just going to
Hey,
sit here and watch.
Next year, Dorene.
Maybe.
Yeah, there we
would
go.
love it. I would love it. That'll be the goal. I'd love it.
And all of you out there, thank you so much. OSU fan, Michigan fan, doesn't matter. Bama fan, you all are welcome here. Oh, thank you, Gunner. Great job, ladies. That's your IT guy.
Thank you, my IT guy. Yes.
Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Bye.
The ladies of college football. Have a good week.
Bye-bye.